Get your hands up, yeah. To the floor,
Yeah.
All rise. a little carryover from the last episode.
I love it.
You tune into another episode of the 30 Plus Podcast.
This time
Correct, because if you're not going to speak, stay over there.
I was about to speak. Turn my mic up. I was about to speak.
No, it takes too long. Yeah. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
I was going to say I was the plaintiff this episode.
Yeah.
The plaintiff. What you complaining about? You more of the defendant. Always the defendant.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 30 Plus Podcast.
Oh, no.
No, you lying to me. Not in Nneka's court.
Stand in your lane.
My bad.
You can't even talk. So how you gonna
Sorry, my bad.
You mispronounce too many words to come in and try to do an intro. Go ahead, do one. What you got?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 30 Plus Podcast. You're here with your host. Don't make me get into my radio voice.
You still ain't finished.
That's all I got for y'all.
That's why you can't do it.
Yes.
Yeah,
You tune into the 30 Plus Podcast. Can I do my job?
yeah, go ahead.
In Kimball Castle Studios. Thank you. You tune into the 30 Plus Podcast. We talk love, life, and lessons after 30. This your girl, Nneka X, a.k.a. Nick Millie, a.k.a. Aint the Pink Starburst General. No X tonight. What you got?
Who, me?
Yes,
you. Couldn't be.
Then who?
Mike who? Not playing. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Flossus Bird, a.k.a. Fly, a.k.a. Mike the Myth, a.k.a. Mr. Mike, a.k.a. Fly. I'm going to keep it simple. That's it. I had something else, but I feel like that was inappropriate. I'll save it for a couple more episodes. Last episode, I messed up our FCC agreement. So, ma'am, who are you over here?
Everybody.
Oh,
It's still the baby. Miss
Oh.
Cookie Baby.
okay.
I'm a constant. I don't like all those different personalities. I already have them.
Okay. Just because she put Muster up for a little bit, she ain't got no more personalities. Boy, I tell you.
No, I literally said I have all of them already. I just don't have different identities for them.
Okay.
It's only like 3 identities.
I got a million.
And that's the problem. You're overstimulated. You don't know who to be.
I mean, everybody all at once. So what's that movie with Marlon
Legion.
Wayans?
Oh.
Wayans all
That's
over?
what I got. I got your whole demon name. Your Legion.
Oh, Lord,
You got too
no.
many people.
You remember that movie in the 90s with Marlon Wayans when he was
Senseless?
like all them people? No. It was
Senseless.
no. It was
Yeah.
was it
When he was
Senseless?
drinking stuff, he
He was
could.
like a baby and like different things. So you talking about
Oh
that?
no, I'm not thinking of that.
I
That
don't
might
know.
have been Marlon
Never mind. That
Wayans.
might not have been. I'm thinking of Duplicity or something. I think that's what it's called.
Duplexity.
I don't know.
Duplicity.
I ain't got it.
Oh, thanks. That's
Sorry. Lo siento.
Yeah.
How's everyone's energy? I mean, I don't know what to say. How's your energy?
Who am I?
Oh,
I'll turn your mic.
goodness.
I'll turn your mic off so quick today.
My bad. I thought you was asking Cookie.
Mike the Menace would be.
Oh, she looking at you.
It's Mike the Myth today.
It's Mike the Mess.
I'll test.
That's what it is. Mike the Mess.
I'll test your myth. I'll turn his mic off.
Okay.
Sucks
Mike
on
the
it.
mute Mike tonight.
Mute Mike.
Hashtag mute Mike.
With 2 or 3 gathered.
No, my energy is good. I'm gonna say playful and humorous. Yeah, that's my energy. What? Is that not
We
correct?
just
If
trying
that's
to-
how you feeling, that's how you feeling.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure you're done. You know, you like to give us 30 of everything. I just,
My energy is hot too. Is the AC on?
yeah,
It
baby, it's
is.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check your alcohol blood level.
Yeah. That's what it is.
I'm sober now. I just eating
You
candy.
arrived here.
My sugar level low.
We ain't doing no CPR, baby. We got stuff to do.
How's my energy? I'm even more stressed out this episode than last episode.
Why are you stressed this
The
episode?
level of stress
It's
is.
you.
And we only been on not even 5 minutes, but you know.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
That's the
They-
longest 4
right.
minutes of my life.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all need to woosah. Start over.
I think we need to let go our empathy for you. See how I do that?
Yeah, I'm just saying. How's your energy, Cookie?
Guarded. Observant.
And protect it.
Yes, heavy on the protected. Because you're not finna disturb my peace.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
cool. Other than
You know.
that, I'm just concerned.
According to Paul Pierce,
Leave
women
PJ-13 out of this.
disturb men's peace because they come and hijack our feelings. But
Paul Pierce told you
Continue.
that, and how did that help him? This is a man who is upset with everybody who got a successful marriage because he want one so bad. He tried all shades of the rainbow and found out he is still the problem. You really want to take advice from him? Child, please, you better do
I'm
it.
telling you what he said.
And I'm just telling you, don't do that.
Look, right now, hijacking my feelings.
We're not hijacking your feelings. You still have the right to say that. I'm steering you in the right way because I care about you. I don't care about him. His daddy failed him, not me.
Okay.
Just saying. Girl, go on.
Well, we're going to start this thing all right. Court is not in session. Welcome to the 30 Plus podcast where we talk love, life, and lessons after 30. Real life, real loud, and real funny. Today's episode is called This Ain't What I Ordered.
Nope.
Because let's be honest, adulthood came with a mystery bag, not a menu. We're ranting and laughing our way through things that didn't quite come as advertised. Whether it's the relationships that came with a plot twist, the career we low-key want to return to sender, the metabolism that ghosted us, or the joy of home ownership that feels more like a scam. Ooh, I got my testimony ready to tell my story. So grab your drink, cancel that plan you didn't really want to go to anyway, and let's unpack this hot mess, one grown-up gripe at a time. So, what did you think about relationships that will be like and what actually happened to you guys? What do you think?
Man. I think my problem was I feel like the 90s lied to me growing up. You know, like watching TV, being young, you know, thinking that like relationships was just easy and fun and you just go, you know, meet somebody and if y'all laugh, y'all go fall in love and you go be together forever and they go love you, never hurt you or cheat on you. It's just gonna be fun, good times. Like I feel like that's what I got from growing up. It was that and the, the other one is either I was gonna be like, you know, Bill Bellamy or how to be a player, you know, how to move in a room full of, you know what I'm saying? Like I just figured it was gonna be one or the other for me, and it's both right now. But I feel like I was lied to because I just thought it was gonna be simple. I really thought, you just say, hey, what's up? Start laughing and cracking, and you in love. Like you start the whole new relationship. Y'all good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't need to ask these questions, do these things. You know, have all this IE and EI and all
right, all McDonald.
Okay, at this point.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was just I feel like I was lied to. You know what I mean? I just feel like growing up, I thought relationships were easy and simple. Even just from seeing like my mom being with my stepdad all my life and my dad being with my stepmom. You know, I just assumed you found somebody, y'all clicked, and y'all was together forever. You know what I mean? But once you hit these adult years. And you realize all that relationship stuff you learned as a kid is a lie. They ain't tell you about, you know, having to sit down and have real talks and, you know, really giving up this for that and what it really was going to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like the 90s and my 20s and all that lied to me on what I thought a real relationship was going to be. I thought this was going to be grown fun times. I don't know. I just feel like you'll grow up and you'll have the girl that you laugh with, kick it with, you know. I thought I was going to have the living single. I thought I was going to be like, what's his name? Kyle and Max. You know, I thought I was going to have that girl that I just argue with all the time, but we low down, you know, secretly love each other and don't even have that. You know, like I ain't even got a fake enemy. You know?
I agree. 90s. Was a whole lie, and unless they really did from the love songs to the TV shows to the books,
talk about it, girl.
Forgot about the books. Yeah,
I mean everything was a lie. I done had me wanting to grow up. I don't want to be a Toys R Us kid, and y'all are giving me all the games that I didn't ask for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially dealing with my 20s. Into my 40s, I was tired. Okay, I was tired. I know they said it's a marathon, not a sprint, but I almost wish it was sprint. Let me just get out the game.
Yeah,
the ghetto of the relationships that we have seen.
It's not the same.
Listen, y'all preaching to the choir. I was married based on those things y'all already touched. You know, even the cartoons failed me. Okay,
the cartoons.
Yes,
that's facts, though.
Think about it. I thought I was gonna go to the corner store and meet him. You know, and so I was like, cool. we had the Kyle and Maxine vibe. I was like, this is what that was supposed to be. And we still argue like them, but he better not touch me. Yeah, no, they lied. Look, child, we were bamboozled, hoodwinked.
Had all our eyes covered.
Yeah, even the early 2000s had me running around asking people when they fell in love with hip hop.
Right.
Lord.
Everybody wanted a Darius Love Jones. I know I did. You,
Yeah, absolutely.
girl. Yes, indeed. Even with I wouldn't have. Janet let Tupac disrespect her. He had 1B. That was it for me. Jesus couldn't get me back in that middle truck, okay?
Well, hey, I don't know, because even from that movie, it just made you feel like, hey, as long as you went talk back, everything's going to be all right.
Who told you that?
I'm just saying, like, from the movie, like, how, what did...
He called her out her name.
I know, but at the end, then he, like, sent his daughter in there to get her hair done by her or
Just
something.
using her. She was starting out.
Oh, my God. I'm
Which,
just
if you know then what you know now. Now,
I know, right?
As you go back and look at that stuff, it was all quite toxic.
It was.
Nina and Darius was toxic as hell.
Because
to me.
Nina dated his homeboy. That was it.
That
for
was
me.
crazy.
Yeah.
Trifling.
Well, that's the
That was
same
her
thing.
lick back.
Well, that's the same old.
That was her lick back.
What's the one movie? The other one she was in, Best Man. Like
No, that wasn't her. That was the
Nia
wife.
Long. No, I know, but I'm saying
She
just
wasn't.
Like,
She wasn't trifling then. The wife was.
But I'm saying even then, watching that movie Best Man, I'm thinking
It was Tay Diggs.
Yeah, it's like you can have redemption. You can still love the woman after she cheated on you with your homeboy in college, and you can still marry her. And
Yo, not your homeboy, your best friend and best man.
Yeah, both. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, even off of that, thinking like, oh, even if we do mess up, life gonna be. No, it is not like that.
It's taking us a little longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rent them spoons.
Yeah, Martin and Gina.
Yeah.
Dudes get mad you want to move bi-coastal.
Yes, indeed. So what's one piece of relationship advice you wish someone had really warned you about?
Me? What I really, honestly, I feel like nobody warned me about, like, women being toxic and I don't want to say evil. No, but for real, like, nobody told me, like, women do the same thing men do. Like,
yes,
no one told me that women will cheat and lie on you. No one told me a woman would try to manipulate you to keep you around. Like, nobody told me that. Like, I grew up thinking women, like, were innocent, sweet, caring people that you're supposed to protect and watch over. And, that backfired on me. And I was lied and cheated to. Yes. Like, lied and cheated on like crazy. And I was like, wait.
I'm sorry it happened to you.
No, I'm not. It taught me a valuable lesson.
No, it turned you.
Hey,
like
maybe.
a vampire in
It probably
the night.
did, because I ain't been a good man since. She the one who got me smoking and everything.
I wouldn't have told nobody that.
What's one piece of advice? Because we're not going to do that today.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying.
It's okay to start over. I think if I knew that then, I wouldn't have stayed in situations longer than I should have. It is okay to start over.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's okay to start over.
Yeah, because them 90s had you thinking you're supposed to be with somebody for the rest of your life once you got together.
Okay.
Right.
Dealing with oops babies at the funerals.
Yeah.
Who?
That's what 90 relationships. Oh, you could get over anything. Y'all gonna be together forever.
we blame-
That ain't nothing.
you know
You know
what?
what I mean?
We blame Betty Wright.
Yeah, having a piece of man is better than having no man at all.
After the pain. After the pain.
She was saying something, huh?
Yeah, now look where it got them. Nowhere. Big Mama still ain't got nothing.
What about you?
Overstaying the welcome, staying past the expiration date.
There you go.
Because the 90s taught you that. Because they would break up, and not even break up, they would just,
Take a
work
break.
through their differences. And, you kind of looking at that because, again, you model, especially when you're in those years modeling out of things that you see on TV, the radio. They was outside in the desert with a leather jacket on. So if you're willing to do that, I mean, that is love. I mean, because what are we doing?
In the rain with the speaker.
Yeah.
Fully
You're
clothed.
Yeah.
I wanna love you. Go ahead. Had us bamboozled. Niggas was snorting coke.
Yes, the whole time. Which explains why he was in the desert with some leather on.
Full leather suit on there.
Singing in the bathtub with clothes on. Because what are we doing?
Girl.
Yeah.
So have you ever stayed in something just because the rent was cheaper?
Yeah. What you talking about?
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you.
I have.
I mean, I
When
understand.
I was younger, I have. Wait, who I live with?
I was gonna say you live with too many women.
No, I live with like 3 at least. At least 3 women. I done live with like 3 women. I live with your homie for a summer.
I know.
But well, she lived with me. Let
I
me
was
get
gonna
that
say,
straight.
yeah, you said you were saving her.
I was. Believe me, I promise you, I was
I know
definitely
you would. She
saving
didn't
her
want to go back.
because she can't even stay with me.
Yeah, she ain't
But
want to go back. We messy.
yeah, stop it. Anyway, but I feel like for like when you just doing something, like I've done it just because I feel like that's where I was at. I remember I was a roommate with my cousin, and he was going to the army, and I'm like, I don't want to pay no full bills. I've been having a roommate, so I moved in with this girl.
He couldn't hold it down from the army.
No, he was gone. Like he was gonna be gone.
No, I mean
gone.
financially. Because
Yeah,
I done
but
balanced a
he
lot of
wasn't
books for
coming
some
back,
servicemen. Amen.
No, he went.
That's
He
when I
wasn't
wasn't
coming
nothing,
back
y'all.
no
I
time
wasn't about
soon. He
nothing.
was moving out. So yeah, I done it.
Not me.
Will not recommend. Do not recommend.
I didn't. That was
0
not.
out of 10.
That was not my ministry, and I think because for me, when I did live, only one man that I've lived with, I actually moved with him, and even still, I ain't have to pay nothing, and I still live. I think it's because I was so independent so early. So, and I always, like you said, we're taught that resilience. So I'm like, I got it. I can do it. And baby, if I knew then, I probably would have waited and stacked and then left.
Right.
You know what they say, had a little nest egg? Yeah, I would have had a bigger nest egg for sure. Yeah, no. Neat?
Nope, jumped out the window head first. So like, you know what? I'd rather eat peanut butter jelly and soup than
And
deal with this
noodles.
shit. So don't worry about it.
Don't worry about me.
I'll figure it out.
I know that.
And again, when God say go, that's what you got to do. Bills and all. And he made a way out of no way.
Amen.
Right.
Don't he do?
How about I got promoted a couple of weeks later?
Right.
Or something.
And
Listen.
she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So,
listen. If I left a man with a 2-week-old baby, ain't nobody safe. You hear?
That is crazy.
No, it ain't. I knew he was a great daddy, baby. I had to go.
Look, I went in knowing that these bills was gonna go double for my trouble, and I really didn't even worry about it. I was like,
you know
She
what?
did. She had a calculation and everything. She
Yeah.
did.
yeah.
She did. And I'm glad I come in. Because that creates an unnecessary habit. And then, like we always say, you teaching somebody how to treat you.
I feel like everybody need to do it for the experience.
You
I don't
also,
do that.
you said, no, I was going to say, because a previous episode, you said niggas ain't moving into, we married.
I don't need to do it
Facts.
again.
Oh no, never again.
I'm
for
not doing
life.
it again.
Never again.
Nick said, if you change my last name, you can change my address.
That's my thought.
period.
I said that from the beginning. The earliest I would move in with somebody at this point is minimum engagement. And that's because we're saving for like wedding, like moving. But that means the commitment is there. I have no idea. To me, I mean, y'all are the same anyway. Leave toilet seat up, leave sock on the floor, may leave a dish in the sink. I don't need to see that from another man just to realize how I feel. Got it. I got it.
I feel you.
I got it.
And then, you know, like I've said, if we that in tune, you done already got your little drawer and you come over anyway. So I already know how you is. You don't have to be here every day.
I would be okay with that. But
Okay,
as far as
okay.
moving in, getting address, none on that, nope.
Change of
I'm
address,
with you.
changing
I agree.
licenses, mail here.
And then I got to evict you because I already have a house. I just have too many moving pieces for that.
Exactly.
That's not my assignment anymore. So, no. Ready to change my name, but ready to change my address too. And thank you. Amen, amen, and amen again. All right, moving on to careers. Ooh. So, you remember your dream job at 18? Where is it now? Would it be on Indeed or in the trash?
Mine definitely in the trash.
What you mean? Like we would go on Indeed and go right now and do it?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, no.
Would it be on Indeed or would it be like elsewhere? Like not even existing or?
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's definitely on Indeed.
It's in the trash now. I don't have that dream anymore. I wanted to be like more than one thing, of course, but I did want to be a lawyer out of high school. Like I went to college to be a lawyer, and that dream quickly changed when they was telling me all these things I need to continuously memorize. And I'm just like, you know what? No, I don't want to memorize nothing. I don't care enough. And I only really wanted to be a lawyer because my family was always in trouble, and I wanted to be the one that saved them. And then I realized I didn't care about them like that. So
Wait till you realize you couldn't done it through the ethics.
I was waiting for the old Ike to show up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you couldn't
you're
even
right.
do it. You would have went to school for nothing because they couldn't even let you do it.
I would have not. I know how I would have never knew none of these people when it came to
Let me tell you something about being in a government agency.
the way my name is set up and the way their name is set
It's
up. I would
not.
have been
It's
good.
not about the name. It's the fingerprint. As somebody who have government agency family, it's very annoying when I get calls and I'm like, yo, like even for my godmother, we've never stayed in the same place, never nothing, and here we are. Like they've asked things, they know.
Regardless, I only got one person on my papers that they look for, and that's because we got arrested multiple times together. But anybody else, no. But look, you made me forget what we were talking about.
You wanted to be a lawyer and how it ain't happening. And why you wanted to be a lawyer, and you said you ain't saving nobody.
That part.
My dream job is definitely in the trash, not because it's a bad job. I just think the medium changed. So at 18, I wanted to be a music video director. I used to idolize. I used to be a fan of Hype Williams and Lil X and those people.
I could see that. I told you it was an A&R in your past life.
Yeah. So while it's not a bad job, and it's still, but the need for music videos, people don't really have the budget for music videos anymore. It's just not a place to show them outside of YouTube. So there's no 106 in Park or no place that just kind of parks the caters to music videos. So that's the only reason why I say being a trash. But I still, that was something I wanted to do at 18.
It's something you still could do, but it's just there's no real notoriety or point to it.
That's what I'm saying.
It would be another hobby.
All right.
Yeah,
There's
that makes sense. What you want to be?
A pediatrician.
Okay, yeah. With the little babies.
So I realized it ain't even babies because it's 0 to 18.
Oh, well, the kiddos.
However, and the young adults, you gotta get a little younger. However, when I realized I don't do bodily fluids, i.e., vomit. When I realized that I had no control over if somebody came into my office in my clinic and threw up, that was it for me. Yeah, nope.
Yeah, I can understand that because I don't do well with any type of bodily fluids.
Yeah, blood and all that.
Yeah,
I didn't want to see none of that. And you know, as a pediatrician, those are all things I'm going to see. They're babies, they're kids, they're going to throw up. Yeah, baby.
That was another lie 90s told to you because everybody growing up wanted to be a pediatrician. Every girl I knew wanted to be
in medical, period. Doctors. No, I blame Mr. Huxtable.
Right.
When I was younger, before I turned my attention to media and communications, I want to be an obstetrician.
Okay.
And that was little. I was like a little girl when I wanted to be that. And my elementary teachers thought it was like the craziest thing. Like, I was like, yeah. And I was like, why? I said, because I want to be the first thing a baby sees. That'd be kind of cool.
Think about what you got to see that the baby come out of.
Well, I wasn't thinking in those terms. I was little. And then with the reality check is when I tried to take that test at the baking.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. That's all right.
It's not what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's all right.
I forgot about this part.
All right. Hello, JY.
Okay.
That is funny.
Yeah. So if your job was a menu item, what would it be? And why is it overcooked and underpaid?
My job right now, that one. The one we wanted or the one we have?
The one we have.
It's underpaid because of this economy.
Yeah.
It was booming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's underpaid because it's the economy, you know.
But if it was a menu item, what would it be?
An appetizer.
So spinach dip.
No. If it's like a 5-star restaurant, it's an appetizer. Because you know them appetizers still be like $25, $30. So, but if it's like at a mom and pop, it's an entree. I ain't gonna hold you. It might be a 3-course meal. Depends, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Just look at the fast food places and understand how you spend $40 real quick on 3 things. That's why it's ghetto. Yeah,
I feel you. I don't know. If mine was on the menu, it'd probably be like a secret sauce or something, like a secret stash menu. It'd be something you gotta just. It's just something you just gotta know. You know what I mean? Like it's like if you don't know about it, you don't know about it. You know?
We not offering. Not if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
We're just say fly. We not offering it.
We not offering. You just gotta come ask for it. You gotta find it. Like that's basically what it is. Like
that's crazy. That's funny though.
You gotta know. So hey, that's how it is with me.
Neat.
I'm a good little entree. It depends on where you go though. In some places, you know, it may be a 3-4 star restaurant. In some places it may be, and that's because building on commercial real estate comes in classes. So there's A class, B class, and it also determines your salary. So depending,
I'd be like, oh.
Well, you've been to a boxer. When I say boxer, so it's the difference between going to a building. I'm take that back. I don't say got boxer and say these people's names, but going to a downtown Galleria building or going to a building off
45
or 610.
Heavy on 16.
Yeah.
Well, the rent is 200.
Yeah, one of those.
You know we don't. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. We
So
appreciate
the difference between steak 48 and then Wednesday steak night.
And I know
50
I ain't
to
got
10.
no business. Okay. I ain't got no business in the gallery, and I ain't got no business on I-10.
So it depends on where you're at. You know what I mean? Two things can be true, but
That's cool.
But I'm still overcooked and underpaid.
No
Okay?
matter what. That's it.
Especially with this economy, definitely
Girl,
overcooked
this
and underpaid.
economy is just disrespectful.
Because what? Make it make sense.
Correct.
So, another thing that people don't really talk about as you get into your 30s is your metabolism and how your body changed.
Oh.
So, when did your metabolism turn on you, and how did you know?
No, mine turned on me like, what year is this?
2025.
2023. And I knew when I missed the gym for a month.
And you was happy though.
I was like, this is crazy. Like, I'm going to turn quick. So that was when I was, how old am I? I was not.
You finna be 40,
yeah,
39.
yeah. So I was 38,
So
37, 37, 38, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Up and down. The late 30s is when I realized it.
Yeah.
Once I missed the gym for a month, and I was like, this ain't like it used to be. And then I thought I could starve myself for a week and get back. Nah, it don't work like that no more.
Almost died.
That don't even work. Yeah. That don't even work like that no more.
Yeah.
That's what I do, boy.
For me, it was 35. I was like, the disrespect. Wait a minute. Yeah, 35. It was cool. I was happy, and then I go. That's why I be having them laugh, and I go back and look at pictures. I be like, y'all just let me be fat. Nobody said nothing. It's like you was happy. No, I wasn't.
You was smiling.
I was. No neck, just. Yeah, the metabolism, and I think it's because I have lost so much weight now that when people see me eat like that all day, they be like, it's weird because I didn't eat all day then. That's why I didn't understand what was going on. But there were other factors that play into that, like sugar, what I'm doing, how I'm eating, what I'm eating when I do eat.
Facts.
Man, that's too much.
Yeah. They made our life crazy being this old because you really have to watch what you
I feel
eat.
like it's the food.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is. Put
It
them
never
Sour
happened
Patch
when
Kids
Big Mama
down.
was here. I'm not. I'm going to eat another. I'm not going to eat more.
I turned 39 and my metabolism was like, see you when I see you. Peace.
How did you feel? Like, what happened? Was it a feeling, or it was like you picked up an item and be like, yo?
No, I just think that, like Mike says, you just kind of, you take a week off or, like basically just stop for a week and you're like, okay, let me hop back in and start day one again. Give me 2 weeks, I'm back. And it's like, first of all, let's get rid of this water weight. And then
Girl.
we'll see what else you got going on. And you're going to your 5,000 steps will probably need to be 10,000 steps now. And it's just and then the crazy part about it, when I work out, it does come back pretty quick. When it comes, but not as quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I stop, it'll go right back quicker.
Like
I'm like,
instantly.
dang, I just took off a week. I got to start back over again. Because what are we doing?
Yeah, it's like instantly.
Now I take care of you, take care of me. And sometimes it doesn't matter what you eat. You can still eat good and still ain't dropping. Like, wait.
That was my, yeah.
But I'm eating salad.
Like
And I only lost a
With the
pound.
right dressing. I think that's what upset me too as a woman.
Yeah.
These men, y'all can fall off and then y'all just go eat a salad and everything is back.
Yeah, that's what
We
you
done ate
I'll
the
go to the
salad.
gym a week and it be different. I'll be
He
so
talking about
pissed
that's
off.
what you be thinking. I'm telling you, overall they do. We done ate the same meal plan, the same diet, the same workout regime, and you done lost 10 and I'm at 3 ounces.
Yeah.
Like what?
Right.
But it's not fair. It's the water weight.
Being a woman beast. Ooh.
Yeah, because we have hormonal things that go into that.
Yeah, fibroids and stuff.
Yeah.
Not just fibroids.
You
It's
went
just-
way left. I said hormones and you gave ailments.
I don't know.
It's a little extreme, but just
My
They
bad.
gave you a whole fibroid.
while that may be the case in some cases, that's not what we meant.
My bad.
Just as women age, we
We appreciate you, Mike. You was tuned in. I don't know where
you
was.
tried though.
Yeah,
You really did
My
try.
bad, I did try.
You tried. No, I appreciate that because some men wouldn't have had.
Some man is like, what
Some
is
men
that?
wouldn't have had the IE to even give us an example. Fibroids. Y'all know y'all got the fibroids looking at. No, sir, that's not what I'm talking about.
In Spanish, por ejemplo.
My bad. Hey, you know.
It's okay though. You really,
I thought it was right.
EI for effort. So,
Yeah, I gotta go back to the last episode.
yes. So what food used to be your friend but now feels like betrayal?
Tomatoes.
Really?
You know, I've never eaten tomatoes. You know, I hate tomatoes with a passion.
I didn't. I know you didn't like them, but I didn't know you hated them.
I hate them with a passion. I tell people I'm allergic to them so that they don't give them to me.
Okay, Phoebe. Phoebe tell people she allergic to mustard, so they ensure she don't put it on.
Exactly.
Tomatoes. They now give me heartburn, and they was my friend because Italian is my thing.
Oh.
And I love a good roasted tomato. I love a good like stewed tomato. I love that whole element. And it just sometimes I indulge. So now I have to be that girl that have like the piece of light sauce type stuff. I hate that. You know, I done became a flat girl. Like it's just ghetto. I miss my old life.
For me, I would say ice cream.
Not ice cream. Man.
She loved ice cream.
I'm sorry.
I still like ice cream, but I
Yeah.
just think, the older you get, your body just start changing.
Yep.
Yeah. Thankfully, I'm not lactose intolerant, but I just feel like the difference, ice cream would
It
just
make
kind
you
of
feel
that.
like blah.
Yeah, just kind of get it. So I do eat like more of sherbet type feel,
sherbet.
like a lighter
Yeah.
version
Girl,
of
we
it.
is
But every
not
once in
ready
a
to grow
while,
up.
I still give me a good
Yeah,
ice cream.
you
Yeah.
got
As
to.
you should.
Yeah.
We not ready to
But
grow
again, there's just that amount of time where you could just like overindulge. And I don't think once you hit 40, I don't know if you can overindulge in anything. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I think anything is your enemy.
Yeah, I feel like it do be, man. I feel like I eat 2 or 3 snacks and like I just feel full and fat. I'm like, what is going on? Like I feel like I ain't eating nothing yet. But I think the thing that I used to like, I like rice, like just all different type of rices. Shrimp fried rice, plain rice, brown rice. Now anytime I eat rice, I just feel so bloated, like so fat. So I feel like I always have indigestion or something.
I'm a sauce girly too. So that'd be like my problem. Like I hate dry food. Anybody can tell you I hate dry food. So I'm gonna get some good cream based sauce or something like that. And of course the stuff not good for you because I have high cholesterol. I will say that. So
You
when
have high cholesterol?
yes ma'am. So after turning 30, well, yeah, I would say probably 35, 36.
I
my
told you,
cholesterol.
35.
Yeah. But this last time, like turning 40, that's like, ma'am, okay, Nneka. I said, what?
She
Okay.
need the Cheerios.
Yeah.
I like Cheerios. Wait.
Cheerios good for heart health.
Yeah.
So you gotta,
She can eat honey nut though, huh? She ain't gotta eat the yellow box.
No. You
Because
can,
you eat the yellow box, I feel like you gotta be 55 and
no.
up. Them the Raisin Bran people. Leave them up.
No, I do just kind of alternate certain things now, and the butter, but a lot of stuff dairy and stuff too. So that's why I say ice cream. So you'll be surprised, like those dairy stuff has a lot of it's high cholesterol because of the dairy. Yeah, but yeah.
Wait, is cholesterol make you diabetic?
Huh?
What makes you diabetic? Oh, that's sugar, right? Blood sugar.
Insulin deficiency.
Okay.
Because your body
Cholesterol is like your heart health, so that's why I really do kind of take
Yeah,
it
they go
seriously.
hand in hand. Cholesterol is your heart health. It also is your blood pressure. They all work together.
And the crazy part about it, the rest of my stuff is like really good.
That's why I was
It's
surprised.
cholesterol. That's
when
why I
you
laugh.
said
I was
that.
like, because the sauce. Like I like the sauce. Like I like heavy.
She make good sauce.
Everybody likes
So
the
that
sauce,
mean I
baby.
can't ask you to make no sauce?
And then like the seafood.
She
balls
like the
and all
balls.
that stuff.
That's why we can't get no balls.
Wait, what balls got to do with it?
You know, let me show you.
Because you put a lot, the butter and the seasoning and stuff in it, so it's just not. It's not good for you. I still eat it, just not as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of, anything in moderation is.
That's true. We have not ate crawfish together.
All the things.
I just realized that.
It's crawfish season too.
Oh, I've been tearing it down. Don't worry. I'm finna join you with this cholesterol. I keep playing.
Well, I will say this.
I am. Didn't I tell you sometimes I say stuff out loud because it's for me?
I will say this. I'm not on medication for it, so there's still time.
Amen.
So they say tell me, say, hey.
Oh, see, she shouldn't have told me that. Now I'm finna cut up.
Nah, y'all need
Well,
to
I'm not
chillax.
that, but I'm not trying to get there. So
No, I know. Me neither, but
she gave me that side eye. She said, all right. I was like, okay.
Girl.
Get your
Yeah.
Cheerios.
Yeah. So just, moderation.
I just think God just needs to just give us a break. Goodness
Hey, I know some
gracious.
people our age that's going through it, so we blessed.
We, first of all, we don't look our age,
That part.
and I would take that any day.
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't really feel because we'll still get out there play a little volleyball or something.
Oh, I'm still active.
Yeah,
Ain't
that's
that?
the
It's
thing.
just,
That's
yeah.
the beauty in it. Like we're active, so I'm cool.
Yeah, no,
But
it's all
dang, I
good.
just want to eat a little tomato. Cut out the heartburn, and then it'd be heartburn and acid reflux at the same
Yes.
time. That's so weird to me. That's
I
weird.
didn't sign up for that. That's why
Nobody did.
sign
Sugar.
up for this.
You can't go to bed right after eating anymore.
Yeah.
Girl, I can't
Nah,
sit in
bro.
the bed and eat. That was my thing.
Yeah, I can't do that either no more. Like I can't just sit in bed and eat like I used to. Like I have to literally sit up at a table or. like
Yeah,
I'm
that's why I be
eating
trying to eat in my car so I can at least by the time I get there, I'm cool. Man, well, y'all know I love a good nap.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of naps and home and adulthood and home ownership, so one of the things that came up is, what's one thing about home ownership that nobody warned you about?
I don't know because I ain't got one.
So I can speak to this.
Yep.
I've been a homeowner since the age of 28.
Boop. Pop your
And
stuff.
one thing that no one has told me about, and I had to learn relatively quickly, is escrow analysis.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was
you-
some HOA fees. But
Well,
no.
that's
That's
part
a
of
part
it.
of
Oh,
it,
okay.
yeah.
So, although your HOA fees aren't in your escrow, property taxes and homeowners insurance and, all the things that go inside of your mortgage. And a lot of people fall short because they think when they first move into the house that number is the number
It's the true number.
forever. And a lot of times, depending on when you move in, if you got a house built, the builders may pay the homeowner's insurance that year, or they may pay the property taxes that year. So you're not really seeing the full picture. And that was one thing I had to learn too, because thankfully, when I got my house, I was also in the process of getting my real estate license. So I was kind of knowledgeable about some of the things that were happening. But there are a lot of people who get in homes and not knowing that price is not that price, and that price, yesterday's price, is not today's price. And even today, especially with everything that's going on, a lot of people receive balloon payments, as self-included, because even my mortgage went up due to property taxes. No, actually, it was property insurance with all the named storms and everything that was going on. So sometimes, environment affects everything, and you just have to be prepared for a rainy day. So yeah, that was one thing that I learned about home ownership.
You know what? I don't have a home, but one thing I did learn was you got to pay to fix everything out your pocket. Once I learned that, I did not want a house. I promise you. I was like, penthouse me, please, downtown top floor. Let these people come fix everything, because although I can fix some things, I just do not want to fix anything. So I did learn that very early on, and once I learned that, it kind of deterred me, because it's like, bruh, my AC go out, you talking about I got to take care of this myself? Like, I'm hot right now. Like,
So-
the boy came and come to the appointment for 2 weeks.
So funny story about that, so in home ownership. So a couple of years ago, when you first get your house and then you get it built yourself, a lot of stuff is under home warranty. And what happened, I had an issue with my HVAC system, so I had a vendor come out, look at the warranty, call the warranty company, and he was like, yeah, before we fix it, let me make sure it's not under warranty, because you might get it for free. And I'm like, okay, all right, pay. So he called and give him the serial number, man, put it in the system. Do you know my warranty went out the month before?
Oh
Sadness.
my God.
Yes,
Sadness.
the ghetto. So no, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
But one of the things is like Google becomes your best friend, because listen, I have YouTube some stuff to fix myself because I did not want to fix it. I did not want to pay somebody to fix it.
Don't blame you.
Yeah.
Because that's my main thing that I learned was, it don't come with no maintenance, man. It don't come with no, what's it called? You are that. Like, and I feel like, just growing up myself, because I remember like growing up in our house, and I remember I had a leak in my room when the roof came in, and like, they fixed that themselves. Like, it wasn't no calling nobody. Like, do you know what this price is gonna cost? So I was like, yeah, keep me to the penthouse of the apartments. My light out. Come change this light bulb. Yes, I could do it myself, but I don't want to.
I know that's right. Yeah, no. So, not only I used to always ask Nick my homeowner questions, but also because I am a loan signing agent, which is your notary when you're closing, I see it and I be like, shh. Ain't no way, girl. You better get this warranty. Girl.
Them prices be up there.
Them
Indeed.
prices is not friendly. And then if the market shift, you really get to see it. And it's just, like, between Nick and my brother, I'd be like, yep.
You know, when I was a kid though, like, cause I grew up living in houses, but like even in the 90s, like I just feel like everybody had a house. Like I just thought
that's because they also had people that knew how to fix stuff, so they didn't really trip about that. Your uncle, think about trades were the thing.
Oh yeah, it's facts.
So you always knew somebody that could do it, so it didn't matter. It didn't bother you. Right now, everybody in tech and other stuff that we need, but I need a carpenter. I need an HVAC guy. Yeah, my grandma need an exterminator right now.
And then you also got to keep in mind that a lot of people have been priced out of homes too.
Yeah.
So it's much harder for, say, a single person to go and get a house now than it was 10, 12, 15, 30 years ago. You know what I mean? So you got people who making $50,000-$60,000 a year, and the home, getting a house is what, $400,000 in some cases. So do you really want to put all that? It's almost sometimes it's cheaper too. Just like.
And then not even that, them going through all your credit and your banks, your bank statements and stuff like that. Like, get out of my business. Like, if I give you the money, let me get this house. Like, why you got to go through my life?
They want your bank statement. They want your
everything.
Your gifts. Who gave you this money
and why?
Lord forbid. I think the funniest thing I be seeing is like people who had like aliases, and so then you got to prove that you're not all 7 of them people. It just be a lot. Like as the loan signing agent, I'd be happy. I'd be like, yep. I'd be like, okay, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. My favorite part is the survey, because I'd be like, some people think that they have that part of the line, when the property line, and it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You in for a rude awakening, baby. That's your fence. Fix it.
Yeah, you fix that friendly side. Give it your neighbor.
Yes. You better go give him the fruit basket.
Split.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna split a couple of times already.
Girl, I know you.
You got your
got your half. I got mine.
Okay, he'll be here tomorrow.
Right.
So what's one bill that you hate to see coming?
My water bill.
Your water bill? Why your water bill?
I'm in I have a neighborhood that has a private company. I don't get the mud district electric. I miss my $60 water bills. My bill, like right now, the one that's due on the 21st is $331.
Oh Lord, what kind of water? Well,
it's not the usage. It's not the usage. If we go by just usage, it'll be $80. That doesn't include sewage or trash. That is a whole separate thing.
That is crazy.
I can't wait to leave. I don't care if I got to pay $300,000 for a hut. I'm getting the F away from there.
You know what bill I really hate is electricity and rent. But I feel like I hate electricity more than rent, because I just feel like we all supposed to have lights. You want me to pay to live here, but you telling me I gotta pay to have lights to come in here too? It's crazy to me. Like I feel like
some solar panels.
I mean, yeah, but I still just feel like electricity bill is the craziest bill ever, and it's because we really can't even you can't argue with them about the usage, because who can really explain voltage? Like, who could really be like, okay, well, you had this hours on and you use this amount. Like, but how can I fight that? Like, how can I fight? No, I didn't use this many voltage. Like, you can't even, they just tell you this is what you use. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even really truly track it, because I feel like it's made up. Like, so I hate the electricity bill. Like, I feel like that nobody should pay to have lights. Like, I feel like that is the dumbest thing ever. How they allow somebody to sit in the dark. Like,
I'm okay with that, because I feel like you can do the daylight. I think you should pay for water. I think paying for water is the stupidest thing
that is too.
ever.
I agree with the water.
That
I'm not
is
gonna
so
lie.
stupid. It's a natural element.
Exactly.
Electricity is made.
From who? From the natural life. Like, what do you? It's not a person who can create electricity out their hands. This is, I don't know. It's just makes you feel stresses me.
Kevin Gates said he started that car with his hands.
Shut up. What's your bill, Nick?
Outside of the obvious mortgage, the biggies, and student loans.
Yes.
Girl, I keep going.
I ain't never
so
paid
I
mine.
don't have to pay them.
I pay. I have to keep mine paid just because I have licenses that require it. But
yeah.
for what?
Yeah.
Like, I pay them the minimum. And I'm not usually that girly. If I usually get something and I'll try to pay more and pay it off. I pay them what they ask for and not a penny more. And I typically pay them the day that is due just to show that I'm in control.
Yes. No, with you.
Yeah.
Student loans.
Because don't tell me what to pay and when.
Why are you paying for education it makes no sense, like, especially the amount.
That generation didn't have to pay the amount. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they forced us into these. No, let me start. They
did.
So that's ghetto because we can't. It is kind of the episode. Yes, you have to go to school and get these degrees, and then the degrees that they pay for and the degrees we pay for is not given. Totally different. Totally different. And now we starting off in debt. And when I graduated back in 2007, we were in another reception. Not even this one. This is
It's a new one.
This is a new one.
And we thought that one was
I think
bad.
this is our third one.
I mean, because I'm tired.
It is.
I'm tired.
We should not have been in three. When I hear recession and depressions, I think of the baby boomers.
Well, the boomers are the reason, and they don't want to admit this.
Yeah.
If we've been in 3 recessions under their tutelage,
Yeah.
Yes.
you the problem.
They are the problem, because come on now.
Because we ain't do it.
This is crazy.
Talk about it.
Because when I graduated in 2007, we were in the middle of recession. People were not leaving their jobs.
No.
The people that were slated, I'll never forget it because I went on interviews during this time. And the people that were slated to retire had to hold off on retirement because they could not afford to retire. So it took me a while to even get a decent job because these people wouldn't get off the job. Listen. Go plant some seeds. Go play some bingo. Do something else.
Go to Florida.
Please.
That boy say go to Florida.
Like all the rest of
Go play
retirees.
golf.
Because what are we doing?
Yeah, go move to Destin and retire.
I know that's right.
Yes.
No, I don't care. Electricity all day, every day, still. That bill just irks my soul. I don't know why. Like,
I know
I
why.
get it.
Because
Yeah.
you know, like you said, that's not cool.
Yeah. So moving on to our 30 plus therapy. 30 plus therapy is the opportunity to submit questions to us either via letter or via audio. And again, we are not licensed therapists, but we appreciate you for trusting us with the things that you're going through in life. So here we are. I'm 34, recently out of a long-term relationship and trying to date again. I've done a lot of healing, but I'm realizing I struggle with expressing how I feel, especially when I'm upset or uncomfortable. Either I shut down completely or over-explain to avoid being misunderstood. It's like I know what I'm feeling, but I don't always know how to communicate it without feeling like I'm too much. How do I balance being emotionally honest without being overwhelming to the other person or silencing myself in the process?
Repeat it one more time. Because I want to make sure I answer appropriately. You could just do like not the age and all that, the meat of it.
I was.
Okay. Well, I ain't know if you think I needed an IEP like Mike. You ain't have to get it. Just give me the
No,
beat. I
basically
get
coming out of a long-term relationship and trying to re-enter the dating scene. After healing, you realize that you struggle on it, over-communicating and under-communicating. So how do you do that without shutting down and avoid being misunderstood?
I've been there before.
Okay. How did you?
Yeah, I've been there too.
Me, I feel like it's something that you just have to realize that you're doing. Because I know I over communicate all the time. I'm very open and honest. And I've been known to talk my way out of some situations. So I think the way to do it is just realize, you don't have to always just over explain yourself. I feel like over explaining yourself comes from just either insecurity or just lack of personal self-awareness. You're trying to, what is it, indulge or not indulge? What is it? Say the word. Well, maybe it is indulge. You're trying to like tell too much. Yeah, indulge.
Over.
Yeah, you're trying to overindulge, by expressing yourself too much, by telling what you got going on, what you're doing, who you with, and all that, because you feel like you want to make that person feel secure in who you are and what you're doing. I think you're doing that to show somebody else something instead of showing yourself what it is. That's why I feel like indulging comes from, is you're trying to overly please or impress somebody besides yourself.
Yeah, I've been there. After a marriage, after a long term, once I knew I was actually healed, I think it probably was a person that saw it in me and was like, you don't have to tell me all that. And so now I pay it forward. I do that to people. Like, oh, you don't have to, like if you say you out with the boys, you're out with the boys. I don't care about the ins and outs of it. Come when you get back kind of thing. I think, like he said, that does come from, like I said, an insecurity with me because I wasn't always transparent. I wasn't always as forthcoming with how I was feeling. So I didn't want anybody else to have that perception of me. So I would overshare. And then when you're vulnerable, sometimes you do get hurt. So then when I was undersharing, it was like,
yeah,
you don't ask, don't tell type stuff. So the best thing to do is kind of just find some type of happy medium. What I did was just let them lead the convo and then build off of that. Kind of match their energy, so to speak. Unless it's truly like somebody that's underwhelming you. If they just what you doing all day, girl, bye, leave. But if somebody's actually like taking the time, like I used to hate the question, tell me more about yourself, because of what?
Yeah.
Like
no interview.
It's an interview, yeah. No, what do you mean tell you more about yourself instead of just letting a natural flow? So when it's a natural flow and then you're into the person, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Nick?
I think in an effort not to project your feelings because it's stemming from somewhere. So I think it still may be some healing that needs to be done because I think once you do the healing, you won't mind communicating. I don't think there's an over communication to the right person. I think you'll find out, just amount for the right person that you're dealing with. I think only person that's not really for you would kind of feel like you're over doing it.
They don't want to hear all that.
They don't want to hear all that. Yeah. Or if you're not saying enough, there's some insecurities within themselves. So I think once you deal with the right person, y'all kind of get that balance going on with each other. I don't think that'll be a problem.
Yeah. I guess because you can't overshare to the right person.
Right.
Because they want to know all that anyway.
But you'll know as much as they need to know for their satisfaction too. So again, once you learn that person, you'll know like, okay, he ain't gonna care about this or she ain't gonna care about this. They just want to know the meat and potatoes. Or you gotta overshare just because they got bad. Or their understanding is just different. Yeah. I don't know who you dating, but I'm gonna need you to
that baby hurt.
I don't date nobody.
Okay, hurt you. So again, if you have a 30 plus therapy, feel free to send it to us on our Instagram or the 30 plus podcast at gmail.com or even our Facebook page. Mm-hmm. So
DM.
All the things.
Yep.
Yes. So child. Adulthood really said surprise. But hey, at least we're surviving it with stories to tell and wine to sip.
Barely.
Listen. If this
to smoke.
Hello.
If today's episode had you nodding, laughing, or clutching your pearls, or your student loan statement like me,
girl, go back to school.
Listen, no ma'am, I'm done.
I'm a serial student too. I ain't playing with these loans.
Child, please, they're gonna take this minimum payment. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the 30 Plus podcast with your grown friends who didn't sign up for this mess either. And don't forget, every other week we unpack chaos, one grown up gripe at a time, with love, life, and lessons after 30. Until next time, keep your receipts, drink your water, and remember, this still ain't what we ordered, but we're gonna make it work. Until next time, if you can't be good, let's be good at it. See you when we see ya. Peace.
Get your hands up, yeah.